Hey everyone, this is Jebro, and today we're going to be talking about Paragon, and we're going to be talking about an awesome system. So not only can you obviously play the game of Paragon, which is this MOBA, but I wanted to show you the epic replay system. Now, this system is just spot on for what people need in terms of looking back at their own gameplay and even at their friends' gameplay. And I'm going to show you why this is such a good system. Okay, so you've got home, play, store, profile, and replay. Now, people even now, like just starting the game, they've got early access, they're like, okay, I really want to know how I'm going to play. They don't even know this really exists. Like, I'm not sure if people know what this is. You click replay. Now you get spoilers is an interesting one. You get three options here. You get recent, personal, and friends. Now these games are currently live, and actually there's one viewer there. Now this is built up of just, a load of games which are being played. You can currently not actually see the names of some of these players. I believe that some of these are bot games as well. But really these other two menus are the kind of ones you want to pay attention to, because you've got personal, which is your own matches. As you can see, Jebro there, 9 kills, 1 death, of course, 3 assists, good game. And you can see all my other games. Now this stretches back for a while, 4 days ago and whatnot as well. So what else do we have? We have friends, so you can watch the replays of other people as well that have been playing recently or are playing even at the moment. You can see some of those are still going on live now. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight in, and I'm going to show you some of the features of this. Now this game was a 4v5 that we ended up having as well, so it was a very difficult game, and I don't mind jumping into that. So you click the game you want to watch. Do you want to load the replay? Yes.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, so we are in the replay system now of Paragon. There's a lot on this screen at the moment. I'm going to explain to you exactly what it is. Now, I'm doing this kind of live, if you want. So I'm recording this with OBS, and I'm just going to explain it as I do it. There's going to be no editing, so it's easier for me to show you exactly in real time and how quickly it is to do what you want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the UI. You can see on the left-hand side here where my mouse is, there are a certain amount of portraits. Now, this is one team, of course, and the right side is the opposite team. And you can see by the bars there, the orange and the blue, which team they are. So this is obviously the orange/amber team, and then this is the blue/blue team, which is obviously what they're called. You can actually click on these different character portraits, and you can select that character to follow. So if you want to watch a game and you think, hey, I want to know how to potentially play Sparrow, but on the enemy team's perspective versus maybe myself, I can watch the whole game for 45 minutes and 5 seconds of their perspective. I can look around them. I can do everything else that I would do. I can monitor what cards they got, their cooldowns, everything else. You can watch that game. Specifically, if you had like a game and you thought, oh god, that guy played well in that last game. I wish I knew what he was doing and what he was leveling up. Guess what you can do? After the game has finished, you can go back, watch your game, and find out. Like, how good is that? This is going to be so good, especially when you get higher level and people are doing much better and they want to see the rotations and stuff. You can re-watch just the map if you want, just in the bottom right-hand corner, and just watch how people move. So you can learn how to get better your own way. Okay, you can record your footage, but it's not the same as having, say, let's go into the middle of the replay or whatever. That loaded pretty quickly. So, here we've got Gadget, for example. We can just watch where she's going to be going, what she's going to be doing, and her movement around the map. At the moment, she's around the harvester, and then she's going to move back onto lane. Probably defend a little bit as well. So you can see exactly like where these people are moving around the map. Anyone you want as well. And let's just go back to me. Hey, why not? That's why we're here, right? Anyway. So you can see currently, let's pause this and we can explain what exactly is going on. So like I said, those are the portraits in the UI. You can follow whoever you want, watch the entire game. Just use this as exactly like a playhead, like you would do on any player. Think YouTube, you want to go wherever you want to go on the video. That's easy. But let's continue with this top left-hand section here. So camera type, you've got hero chase and you've got drone. So drone is like a free camera if you want. So I can move around anywhere. So if you think your WASD buttons, if you're on PC, you can move around. So, you know, W is forward, A is left, D is right, S is backwards, of course. And then you've got E, which is vertical. And then you've of course got Q as well. So you can go up and down. There you go. So it's like you've got strafing and up and down, which is awesome. You can also go as close as you bloody well like to their faces. You can go inside them if you really want to. But you can get some awesome, amazing like screenshots, you know. Now, I say you can get some awesome screenshots, but you're like, okay, but the whole UI is there. Now there is one problem at the moment which is still in development. They are working on a fix to remove everything of the UI, but if you press H, you can remove the bar. So at the very least, you know, you can kind of come out of that shot and, you know, get a screenie and, you know, just kind of cut out what you need to at the moment. Okay, that's not the greatest at present, but this is the way it is on PC. It's still early access and they're working on it. So obviously, you know, that's something they're working on for the future. Hero trace is exactly what it says on the tin. You press it and you go back to the hero and there you go. You're going to be chasing him. So let's just get the bar back up by pressing H and unclick pause. And you can see again, that's exactly what's happening. So free camera, as you can see up here under chase options, is where I can kind of, you know, zoom in, zoom out, look around him and do what I need to do. If I press auto, it will click back, so it will snap me back to the character as well. I can still move it as free, and you can see that it click changes there. But now I will be just completely in, you know, chasing this hero as well. It's quite loud, our little Grux. He makes a lot of noises, a lot of grunts for Grux. Anyway, so yeah, that's another great little option there. So there's a lot of different little tiny bits and pieces which are so cool about this. So at the moment you can see currently Gideon just about to port, or he's just used a couple of his abilities as well. And you're thinking, whoa, that looks really cool. Okay, well, what can we do about this? How do we just have a look? So click drone, and you can just have a, you know, you can go into this ability right here, and you can see, depending on what your effects look like as well, how epic is this at the moment. You can make some awesome video with this. And I can't wait for them to actually remove the rest of the UI. That's how cool it's going to be. So you're saying, okay, this looks cool and all, but maybe I just want to see it a bit slowed down. Well, you can do that. You can do that, boys and girls. And we're going to just quickly go over this part of the UI here where you can do that. So, in terms of your speed, let's just unpause it here. You can see what's going on there. You can actually reduce the speed. So now we're at 1 times, which is actually, you know, the regular speed of the game. If we take it down a notch to 0.75, so 3/4 speed, you can see, you know, a bit slower. Moving a bit slower there. Not too bad, but we want it like mega slow motion. Boom! Grux smashing it with the Q there, pulling all his enemies in. And, you know, it looks pretty awesome, but we want to go even slower. We can go like 10th speed of the normal. And you can get some great action. And I've got a video coming out shortly where you'll be able to see this kind of thing through like players' abilities, heroes' abilities and whatnot as well. Then you go down again, you can't. So that's your maximum slowdown at the moment. They might even, I can imagine that they would even increase that in future, but it's going to be really for, you know, some top end stuff that people want to do video wise. So you can see some great stuff kind of around here with those controls on the head as well. So let's pause it here. Let's pause it while looking at Gideon as well. And it's quite easy to control. Let's just have a look how far we can actually go up if we use E. Okay, so that's quite a way that we can go, and you can see the rest of Agora currently on the map as well, which is pretty hectic. And then we're just going to go right down. So imagine the kind of cool stuff you could create with this. Okay, I'm just thinking about it in terms of even creation there, rather than just actually watching back your games. So okay, I'm Jebro. I'm playing I'm playing Grux. I want to just watch the rest of my game back and see how well I did. So when you're in pause, you can't change the speed, so you need to unpause it and chuck it back up to 1 speed. So we're going to pause it for now. What's going on with the rest of this UI? It's pretty self-evident. You can see his health there, and you can see the energy bar there. Energy / mana, whatever we're going to call it for whatever character we are. And then you can see the card level. Very important. And you can see the cards he's currently got. This is everything you really want to see. You can see the character portrait, his current level in terms of regular XP, his kills, his deaths, his assists. Then you can see obviously the cards that he's got, so his active and then his passive sets. And then you can see the cooldowns of his abilities. So you've got the Q, E, R, obviously left and right mouse button clicks as well. So you can see everything that's going on. So let's unpause this for now. He's probably going to go back into combat, hopefully. I've just picked a stupid moment for this to happen. And you can see the cooldowns. EU's there. Gideon pulls out his elite ability, so we can go into his perspective and just see what I've done to get out of that. And maybe go back and see what his thinking was behind him moving in, just using his elite. It was just to push me back on to potentially get a kill. So let's pause that there. Again, you know, this is a really good tool for just watching your enemies, watching people you thought were doing well in the games as well, and just seeing how people level up and what upgrades they're going to take. You can see here as well. Let's go later in the game and actually have a look at myself. So we unpause it as well. Oh, there we go. Gideon's just back in the same place, apparently. He left mid lane. But let's get back into me and have a look exactly at what the rest of the gear we have indeed upgraded. So you can see the different items here in the cards. I can tell this is probably going to be more updated in future because you can see kind of the basics of that with the amulet and whatnot. You can still see the cooldowns of my mana pot and also my health pot. Obviously 1 charge out of 3 left on there and 0 out of 3 left on there. So, what else is really good about this? I'm Jebro. I'm thinking, you know what? I really just want to see my kills. I'm really, you know, not narcissistic, but maybe. But I want to see how well I did. Like, I want to see how many kills I got. I know this game in particular, I was playing Grux and I was really focused on trying to get kills. We were 1 man down and needed to try and keep the playing field level. So always needed to try and pick up kills. So how do I do that? You click on your character portrait, whether or not, you know, it's, you know, Murdoch on the other team or me, and you think, all right, okay, I need to find the kills. So you just click the kills, and literally on the bar here, just try and move that so you can see better, you can see different kills on the play bar. So you can literally click on it. It tells you who you've killed as well. So you can literally click on one of these. Let's click on this one here, and it starts you off from the position where you get the kill. There you go. And you can actually do something else as well. Now, if you go into drone camera and click off kill and put it back on again, you can see most of the kills from other people as well. So let's have a look. So here, Dracos killed Sir Gladiator. Let's have a quick look at that. There we go. So you can track all those kills. And when you go back into that person, you can then, of course, see their kills. So the first thing, maybe you get a little bit confused about this in the first place, is that you have to be on the portrait of the person to see their own specific kills on the replay. And to just see everyone's kills, you go to drone camera, and then you can see the rest of the kills on the map. Now, not a million, actually not a massive amount of kills in this map, to be fair, at all. But let's go back into Hero Chase here and see what else we can do. Now, it's similar for everything else, you know, deaths, you can obviously see, you know, didn't really die that much. I think it was a once in the whole, like in the whole game. But if we go to drone camera as well, just quickly, then we can see the deaths here of the whole team. Again, it's exactly the same thing. You can see the deaths, click on the death specifically. Oh, look at that. Jebro killed Soul Mystery. Boom. You got the kill. You got the footage you wanted. Maybe you wanted to pick up some footage of your like best highlights and stuff and put them on YouTube or stream them or whatever you want to do. A great way to try and get to them very quickly, especially if you just want to watch the footage back quite quickly. You don't have all day and you just want to get there as fast as you can. Again, same with towers. What the player was involved with. Now, I haven't really looked at this too much. So the player involved with there, Soul Mystery, got the last hit maybe on the tower there. If we go into drone, you can see the other towers that went down as well. So let's have a quick look at one of those towers. There you go. So, enemy tower down, and we managed to get that footage. So what else is there here? You can see here you've got the +10 and the -10. So you can go back that amount of time and you will be, that's it. It's really self-explanatory. It's just a forward and rewind button kind of to a degree here as well. So you can keep clicking it. Go forward, go back, whatnot. You could just want to go back, forward and back in increments rather than just using your mouse as a little bit. Just in case you're like right here and you just want to go back like a couple of seconds or whatever, then it's fine. So then, of course, we have shown you how to, click on the players, look at the towers, the deaths, the kills, and then we've got damage as well, and you can see kind of the bars like of the damage-wise of the player, the hero, of course, of how much was being output. So if we go to, say, let's have a look at me again, and you can see my damage spikes here. So you can see I produced a lot of damage here, apparently. Around here, maybe I went to the entrance of that. There we go. So here I was doing a lot of damage because there was a lot of mobs on the inhibitor, which was horrible, and I had to do a lot of just general cleave damage. But obviously I'm hitting so many targets, so obviously my damage spiked up quite high there, and then that's it. So obviously here I must be running or walking around or to the end of some damage. There we go, obvious there as well. We click here and you can see again I will start to be doing a lot of damage to these mobs. So, pretty good. And actual people as well, apparently. Wonder if I actually got a kill here. I must have, because Gadget's obviously, sorry, not Gadget, Murdoch is actually taking a bit of a kicking. But yeah, so, you get the gist of the whole play bar. Let's take off everything there, and then you go. It's just pretty empty. So what else is there? Now, this is still very much under production. I'm not really far from the end of this video either. Obviously, you've got the time limit at the top still. But you can see here, you've got clear, YouTube, and GIF. So, these don't actually work at the moment, as far as I know. They don't. These must be future things which are going to be popping up. So you can see GIF. Maybe you can just make a GIF, chuck it on the internet. You can just make it in-game. Really? That's awesome. YouTube, I'm assuming you can make, maybe in the future, you can make in and out points, maybe, and just upload a clip and just have it, maybe have your YouTube linked to the actual game, your YouTube account. How cool would that be? I mean, you must be able to, and then you can maybe even edit tiny little snippets and just put it straight up to YouTube, or make a tiny little GIF, which I think is just absolutely amazingly awesome. I know Rift have something where you could upload YouTube videos, like little clips as well, and some other games have as well, like PvP games and MMOs and stuff. But having like GIFs as well, that's just amazing. Clear must just be the clear to, wipe the slate clean there. But I haven't really had a look at much else in this. There isn't much else to really look at. If you press escape, you haven't really got many settings to do with the actual replay system itself. And on PC, it's still very much a work in progress, because when it comes to, say, esports or, competitiveness, like I obviously do this as what I do. I cast Guild Wars 2 at the moment and thinking about doing Paragon in the future. Not thinking, we'll hopefully be doing it. So there's a lot of stuff on here that is, maybe not necessary. It's going to be, for the live game as well, because you can, spectate live games. So there's still a lot of work to do, really, I feel here. But there's a lot of awesome, great stuff here already that has got so much potential. And I'm just looking forward to it so much, and to the things you'll be able to do in the future. Of course, this whole UI needs to be gone, so you can just, you know, make some nice little videos and some cool little cinematics and stuff. But, you know, all very much a work in progress. Of course, if you remember, still H is to remove it and to bring it back. So we've pretty much gone over everything that's in this mode. You know, you can see everything here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to have a chat about it, let you know about it as well, just in case you've not really gotten to actually, you know, play around it with it yourself, and just, you know, see what's happening. Here you can see, I'm going to go towards the end of the game. You can see exactly how you finished it. Let's just go out into the free with the drone, and there you go. Now this is the angle, isn't it? It's almost exactly the same as where the game ends. You can see everything going on. It's great stuff right there. Do whatever you want to do. Take off the player. And that's pretty much the end of the game. So guys, thank you very much for joining me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to, you know, kind of highlight this this feature because I think it's great in Paragon. Join me for future videos where I'm going to be talking about the heroes more. I'm going to be talking about abilities, different ways of laning, different tactics of how to, you know, move out in Paragon, because Paragon isn't, it's a MOBA, doesn't mean it's necessarily the same as, you know, Dota, League of Legends, everything else, and there's going to be specific tactics to Paragon which are going to be very, very different, especially, you know, with the mix of the FPS and kind of a bit like Smite and whatnot as well. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to be making a ton more Paragon videos in the future. I've been Jebro. Thanks very much for watching. This is Jebro, and welcome to Paragon.